when you look at a Tibetan mandala, the first thing that you know is that it's Tibetan, it's not Hindu, it's not anything very Indian, you know. So we then had to research on the kind of, if you talk about mandala, what do we have as a reference? So we went, when I researched, I found a lot of those Shri Chakras, Kundalini Yantra and other yantras that we use. The existing mandalas, if you notice, have a outside bounding box of sorts, which is a square, and then there's circle in the center. When we met Anirudh during the meeting, we decided that the square in our case is the resolution of the video itself. So we don't need the outside square to fit into the resolution, we just need the central circle part. And that's where it led to the design that you see right now, which is kind of floral, because that's also there in a lot of Hindu designs, and also circle being a basic shape element in the mandala. Another element that you see in all of these yantras and chakras is that there's a central element within the mandala which is surrounded by smaller elements, you know. And we use the same thing in our design as well. If you notice that the sacred game emblem is the central element of the mandala, and the other episode titles are surrounding the central SG emblem.
So it all started on Illustrator with Anirudh Mehta going crazy with different ways of approaching the design. Once the designs were locked, they were provided to us in Illustrator. Illustrator files are great because they integrate well with After Effects, and we are able to just import them as they are. For conversion into 3D, we used a software, we used a plugin from Video Copilot called Element 3D. Element 3D is amazing because you can just create extrusions from Illustrator files. You can just make a mask out of an Illustrator file. And you can use that as your extrusion. And then of course Element 3D has great textures and materials and stuff like that, because if you notice clearly, there's a lot of irregularities on the mandala structure. It's not a clean bevel. There are noises on it, there are holes, and so a lot of R&D on how it structure should look more realistic. Basically the first idea we had with Anirudh was like how the mandalas look now, the episode mandalas as well as the final mandalas, they are black and gold, and we thought this is exactly how the whole sequence should be. But then Vikram was like, this looks good but it doesn't look Indian enough to me, and there's something about this that feels very plain, and there should be more to this, and that coupled with comment ki tera mandala mein kuch hona chahiye, reach to let's explore colors and let's see what it looks like.